Hi everyone. A very popular question that we hear often is, do I need to break up the roots of my plant before I plant it? And the answer to that question is no, you do not always need to break up the roots of your plant before planting it. The only time that you want to break up the roots is if your plant is root bound. And I have a few examples here that I want to show you the difference between root bound and when you might want to leave the roots alone. I'm going to start with this one here. This is Color Blaze Albrighto. This is a Proven Winners 2022 plant. You can see the root system on this plant is so wonderful. It has a great root system. You can see tons of roots there. And what starts to happen when a plant, this is how you can know when you need to break it up. The roots will start to grow in other directions. They won't just be growing up and down or a few hanging here or there. They will start to even wrap around the soil this way. When you start to see them wrapping around and growing in all kinds of different directions, and you can see several roots, that's when you want to break the root system up a little bit before you plant it. I'm going to break this one up here in just a minute after I show you these other two. So here I have Super Bells Double Twilight. This is also Proven Winners 2022 plant. And you can see with this one, you can see here, get it around here on this side, you can see here where the roots are just kind of growing up and down this way. They haven't really started to go around the soil like this. So this plant here, I would not consider this root bound. I would not break these roots up whenever I go to plant it because I don't want to disturb these roots. These roots are still developing. So let's just leave those alone. And this one is Blew My Mind Dwarf Morning Glory. This one here has also just got more of the roots running up and down the plant. Or I'm sorry, up and down the soil. And it doesn't have a whole lot on the bottom right here either. So I don't consider this one that I would break up the roots. I feel like these roots here still need to develop a little bit more before I would break them up. You could still go ahead and plant it. It doesn't have to be root bound to plant it. You can go ahead and plant it, and these roots will take off into the soil of whatever planter or the ground that you planted in, and will turn out just fine without breaking them up. What you want to do is just break them up gently through here. You don't need to go deep into this deep into the soil and start breaking up a whole bunch. You don't need to break them up way up in here. That's not really necessary. What you want to do is just kind of get where it's starting to circle around, especially. Kind of just pull those a little bit. Just kind of give them a loosening up. And these that are along here, they're going to start to just come on down and grow into the soil. And another way that you can tell if the plant is root bound is whenever you squeeze on the soil, it feels very tight. You can tell that there's a lot more roots inside. If you squeeze on the soil of your plant after you take it out of the container and it feels very soft, then it's probably not root bound. You're going to be able to see a lot more roots and it's going to feel a lot tighter. So that's about all I'm going to do right there, is just kind of break it up, just kind of gently pull them apart, and it will be ready to go into the planter or into the ground. Thank you guys. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will talk to you soon.